Sure.
I just had a few questions. The first one is obviously last season, man. What wasn't up to your standard. What were one or two things this off season that you wanted to correct going into 2024, whether that be offensively or defensively?
Well, we needed some older players, right? That's why we went so hard in the transfer portal. Some guys with experience. We're going to have roughly 20 seniors this year, as opposed to 2 scholarship seniors a year ago. So that's one thing we focused on hard. But as far as schematics, like offensively, we got to protect the football and win third downs, and defensively, we got to stop the run game. And that's where we struggled last year on the defensive side of the ball, is stopping the run game. But I feel like staff did a great job of bringing in some experienced defensive linemen. We've added 3 or 4 linebackers to help Micah Davey, and so I'm excited to see that side of the ball execute going into camp.
Was there one or two position groups this spring that really impressed you with their development that you expect to have big seasons next year?
I'm really excited about the offensive line. That's probably our most experienced group. We're going to have 5 seniors in that room, and a couple of them have started, every year. And we got some key transfers in the offensive line room as well with a lot of experience. So I feel like the offensive line is the stage is set for them to have a big season. And then outside of that, on the defense side, the D line. I think we made some big improvements and some strides on that defensive line. And we know that the games are won and lost in the trenches, and we put a lot of time, effort, and resources into those, up front.
You bring in Clifton McDowell, who just got done leading Montana to the national championship game, a Big Sky championship. What do you think he's bringing to your offense? And is the scheme going to change at all, or are we going to see a similar approach offensively than we've seen the last 2 years?
Yeah, scheme's not going to change. We're still going to be air raid, but I'll tell you what, he gives us a shot of confidence, right? Here's a guy that's played at the highest level and played on a big stage and has won a lot of football games. So he's a confident young man and very experienced. So that's already spread throughout the program. And his teammates believe in him and are anxious to get out there and get to work with him.
Another guy you brought with you to media day, Micah Davey, man, has been an All-American, I think, every single year he's been at McNeese now. And I mean, if there's ever a player to make a run at the total tackle record in the FCS, it might be Micah Davey. What does he bring to your defense? And just as an NFL prospect, what makes him so special?
Well, his size and speed. I mean, the guy can flat out run. And he had a big year last year, but only a sophomore, hadn't played a ton of football yet. So he's had a great off season. I think he's moving better right now than he ever has, and he's probably put on a couple pounds of muscle. And so I'm excited. I really think he's just scratching the surface. The sky's the limit for that young man, and he's excited. We brought in a lot of talent to put around him, because it's easy to game plan for 1 or 2 people, but when you get a lot of playmakers on that side of the ball around him, it's hard to put all your focus on just him. So he's a great player and turning into one of our really good leaders.
The last question, I'll let you get back, Coach. I know you guys got fall camp starting up soon. Looking at that week 0 game, Tarleton State on ESPN, you're going to be on a national stage against one of the up and coming FCS teams. Talk a little bit about that matchup, the challenges they present, and how excited you are to get your team on the national stage early in the season.
No, it's very exciting. It's great for the university for us to play week 0. There's not that many games that weekend, so to kick off the season with a national audience is really exciting, and against a very, very good opponent. In my opinion, Tarleton's a playoff caliber team. And they're returning, I think, every starter on the offensive side. They're returning, I think, 8 or 9 starters defensively. So, they're going to be better than what they were a year ago. So it'll be a great test for us early on. But we're excited. We're a new team as well, and we'll see where the cards fall.
Coach, as always, man, I appreciate you. I look forward to getting down to Lake Charles for a game this year, man.
Absolutely. Hey, food's great and football is going to be great. Come on down.
Absolutely, Coach, man. Have a great one.
You too. Thank you.